I'm going to talk about my favorite hobby. Have you ever wished to have a superpower? We all like cartoons, so I guess you, like me, have wished at some point that you had a superpower. I wish I could read into people's minds, and some of my friends wish to be at several places at once. We know this is impossible, but the superpower I'm going to talk about in this video, it's the superpower of being able to speak several languages. I I've been living abroad since I was 18. Now I'm 22, and I feel we all ought to learn languages, even if it's just one. I speak English since I was 7, and I speak Italian since I was 16, and at 18 I learned French. So basically, the advantages of learning new languages are valuable. First off, you will be able to pursue a career overseas. So this is going to give you a competitive advantage over colleagues at work or over people applying to your job. But from experience, I can tell you that learning languages is more than just being able to to perform better at work. It opens a door for you to live new experiences. First off, new languages can help you to understand the culture of other people better. Since I live in France, I have learned to read French behavior, let's say that. It's been 2 months since I applied to an amazing job in a film, and the team was half Venezuelan and half French. So it was really difficult for Venezuelans to understand what French wanted, even though we communicated in English. But when I approached the French team in French, their reaction was different. So by speaking their language, I learned to treat them differently, meaning that I got used to work with them, and it was easier to communicate. So that's one of the several advantages that speaking a foreign languages has. You understand the culture better, so you will be able to read in their language, to speak their language, to understand what they want, and you'll be better than others at understanding what their needs are. So you will be opening yourself to another culture, and this happens even if you don't live in the country and you speak their language. You are already acquiring a new culture. That happened to me when I learned English. I learned English here in Venezuela, but before going into England, I already knew some stuff about their culture, their songs, their symbols. So speaking a language makes you part of that people's culture already, because you, as I said, you have an advantage. Books are not the same when they are translated. I'm reading Victor Hugo, Les Miserables, Les Miserables in French, and really the translations don't do you justice to his writing, and I feel it happens a lot in other languages. When you read Gabriel Garcia Marquez, it's different. From experience, I can tell you that when you speak a language, you adapt yourself to their culture, so therefore you adapt their gestures. If I speak Italian, se parlo italiano, è un po' diverso, sono un po' così, I'm like different, like how I move. Si je parle français, c'est un peu comme ça, c'est un peu différent. If I speak French, you see how my attitude changes. When you speak other languages, you're moving other muscles like on your face, so you basically change. Another advantage is that from experience, it can get you out of any trouble. People are far more friendlier. I have encountered that several times. you decrease your chances of having Alzheimer, you become more disciplined and more organized because you have to learn new conjugations, your memory gets better, and you have to be really, really disciplined. Learning a language takes years. It's not a thing that will happen overnight. But once you master one language, you have to keep in mind that it will be easier for you to learn other languages. The other day I was hearing a friend speaking on the phone in German, and I don't speak German, but I could pick up the context of what he was saying, and that's because I speak other languages too. So if you learn to master one language, you will be better at learning others, and it will get easier, believe me. My advice for you is that you learn to speak as many languages as you can. It's something you won't regret, and to travel as far as you can. The more you travel, the more languages you speak, the better, because you will get enriched by these new experiences. It's something I really advise you to do, and basically learning about new cultures, learning all their other languages is my hobby. Bye.